Hey you guys, welcome back to another JT Art Tutorials video today. So today we're going to be doing we're going to use micron pens again. We're going to learn how to do that when doing all the mediums I can think of, especially with micron pens. Micron pens are really good. I always really appreciate you guys, watching my art, but this is what I would recommend. So here we go. So we're going to start with just a basic design. Let's do, I've done a lot of flowers, done some cars here and there. I even did a boat. Did some dogs and stuff. Let's do something a little bit more interesting. Let's do a snake. How about we do that? So how I would do it is I would create almost like a diamond-shaped head. That's what I would recommend. So it's gonna be at an angle. Go. Now, if you want the snake to be straight or if you want the snake to be all over the place, here's a kind of an easy way you can do it. You can just go like that. And if you want to have, maybe you have some lines around it. Maybe this is the tail. Maybe that's the tail and this is actually the head. So you can add a little eye there. Rattlesnake here. There's a simple snake you can do there. Let's do, how about next we do a cowboy hat. Just a simple cowboy hat. We'll do that. Get this right down here. We're going to be doing a Western theme today. So we're going to go up like this. You can kind of also, what I do is I'm also doing, if you can see here, what I'm doing is I'm also kind of making this kind of go over the place. Maybe it's a crinkled hat. And this is just an easy way just to make simple designs. You don't have to go too far with that. All right, let's go back here. Let's make, maybe we can make a skull here. Maybe there was a cowboy on a trail. He, maybe something happened to him. What was up his body? And maybe this was in, desert. We can do that. So how we're going to do that is we're going to do it closer to the snake here. Let's do a circle here. And you're going to go over here. Kind of have that kind of go into the eye socket there. Triangle there. And if you kind of want this, just to kind of go out maybe a little bit, making it almost like 3D sort of, use a micron pen, go down like so. Maybe my next to a rock. There we go. Maybe there's let's do a boot. Let's do a boot here, cowboy boot. Let's this. That'll be the heel of it. Make little spikes here. Okay. Let's add some rocks down here. We'll just add, you know how you can add rocks is you can make them any way you want. You can do this. This is what I do. I do a bunch of circles, but I have the circles connect to one of the bigger rocks. So if you do a big rock like this, have a smaller circle kind of connect to that. There we go. So we're just going to make some rocks here, have them connect. Maybe this is a kind of a ledge here, so let's just going to add some rocks here. Big, small, what have you. Could be any one of these. Great, maybe there's like create some sand here. It kind of goes downhill a bit. Okay. Create another big rock. Let's do a tombstone. Sounds cool. Do a tombstone here. Let's say it's just say Buck, for example. Hope I don't run out of room, that is. Let's do Buck and RIP. Okay. Make some more rocks back here. Dark so that sticks out a little better. Okay. If you want this to stick out a little better, I recommend doing this. There we go. Maybe this was a cave back here, so how we're going to do this is we're going to grab rocks, make some rocks here, and using this old trick connecting back to the original. Make small ones, you can make big ones, it doesn't matter. Make sure you're not using just one rock, for example. Make sure you're not doing that. So, because if you're using just one big rock, it won't be consistent. So make sure you do that. See, so that's kind of like an interesting thing. So let's go. I'm gonna make like that, like a little hole that kind of goes deep in there. So that looks really good. Okay, let's maybe we add a pickaxe here. Let's do that. Make it like a half circle on each side here, and then just kind of make this into a point if you can. Let's make it's like let's make that a little bit longer, just a tad. Kind of fill that in a bit. Okay, that's good. So there's our western scene, just a kind of a dark gothic looking western scene there. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'll also have a Patreon. It won't be on this link, I don't think. I don't know if I'm verified on that yet, but it'll be on my page, so check that out. Many plans available, so make sure you, again, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you guys.